Welcome back to Let's Play Capo 2. Now this recording session here shall be a bit different, because if any of you that pay attention to my main channel, it's October again, it's right around the corner, pretty much. So what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna even put this LP on hold for October, so yeah, sorry about that, but it's just kind of pain in the ass organizing it all, I suppose. And I kind of thought, should I still upload this throughout October despite that? And then I was like, well, I kind of look at October as the month to like kind of finish off the little bits left I've got for the October LPs, and then start working a bit more on LPs that are catching up quite a bit, such as Persona 4. I haven't recorded for The Sims 2 in ages. Haven't got around to recording the final part of Pokemon Emerald, because I've actually more or less got to the end of that. And probably get some recording done for this, at least like 2 parts at some point throughout October, I imagine. So what I'll do is, I'll record, and if I record long enough so that it'll be 2 parts, I'll upload this part today, as I'm recording this, on the 29th, and I'll upload the other on the 30th. But that's only if it gets, like, far into it that it gets split into 2 parts. So yeah, just thought you should know. After I woke up, also, another random thing, I was sitting here editing for Shattered Memories, and I've pretty much completed that one today. Not editing-wise, though. And I was just editing away, and then I noticed something crawling across my finger. It was a goddamn spider! It was like, you know that kind of delayed reaction. It's like, oh, a spider's crawling. I'm like, that's a spider! I didn't like have the kind of, I had more the, I just like flung my hand to the side. It was like, no! Oh wait, I didn't get to read all that, did I? Has she left already? Maybe she left early because of the Christmas party. Oh well, I guess I'll eat breakfast and leave. Tonight would be Christmas Eve. Maybe that was why everyone seemed to have a spring in their step. Amongst those people, I found Amakaze, who was looking down as she walked. When I looked closer, I noticed she was looking at a notebook of some sort. Yo, Amakaze didn't notice me and bumped into me. Amakaze fell backwards. All of her stuff got scattered on the ground, including the notebook in her hand. You watch out. As I said that, I picked up the notebook. The words in the notebook caught my eyes. It said a notebook for conquering the world. Conquering? I curiously flipped through the pages. You know, I made a kind of joke about that in a way, didn't I? With the whole Mein Kampf thing, just like, we shall conquer and be superior, the robots will stand tall. Amakaze got up in a hurry and grabbed the notebook from my hand. What's a notebook for conquering the world? Maybe she didn't want people around us to hear it, so she started to scream. I thought people would pay more attention to such a scream, but the students around us didn't even bother to stop and just kept heading to school. Well, it's a weird school, just like, that's boring everyday stuff right there. What are you talking about? Which choice do we take? I do not know. Oh, well, the 24th, yes. Well, of course, it's at Christmas Eve. Just a little. Just a little. Actually, I hardly saw anything, but I thought saying not at all seemed like I was telling a lie. Amakase seemed to be really concerned. Did I do something wrong? But you could say it was inevitable that I saw it. I tried to convince myself of that.
頼む、桜井。このノートは見なかったことにしてくれないか。
Well, it could have been a death note. Maybe it is. But there were plenty of students who witnessed me picking up Amakaze's notebook.
ともかく、こういうノートが存在するということは内緒にしていてくれ。
Amakase bowed again. It was kind of amusing to see Amakaze, who almost never bowed to anyone, bowing to me. Of course, I didn't even see the inside, so I didn't know what I needed to eat to myself, but I am sure that Amakase didn't care. Amakaze bowed again as I thought about how to answer her.
どうか頼む。ここでバレたら元も子もないのだ。何でもするから、この通り。
Anything? How vulgar of me to react to that word in such a way.
何とぞ、何とぞ、内密に。
Now she's even talking in a strange manner. Okay, but there's a condition. If you agree, then I'll keep this to myself.
くそ、脅迫か。人間とは、なんと卑劣な。
She's the one who said I'll do anything. I was amazed.
まあ、いい。さっさと条件を言え。
The hat. It belongs to me now. Let's see. Hang out with me after school today.
桜井に
Yeah, it's okay if you've already got plans with someone else, though.
いや、誰とも約束などしてはいない。
What are you planning, Yoshiyuki? Amakaze let out a sigh of relief and wiped the sweat from her forehead. I couldn't help wondering what her sweat contained.
放課後、貴様に付き合えばいいんだな。そんなことでいいのか
He says something like that, but all I can think of is, why does a robot need to eat bananas? Or eat at all? Yeah.
なんだ。
Amakaze let out another sigh of relief.
その程度のことならお安いご用だ。放課後、また会おう。
After Amakaze said that, she ran into the school building. And then she fell again. Wait, did you say that she literally ran into the building? Did she hit a wall? However, this time she was tightly holding up to the notebook. I guess it's extremely important to her. By the way, I sighed.
遠回しにクリスマスパーティーに誘ったつもりだったんだが、全然全く微塵も伝わらなかったな。バイ、桜井義行。
Wait, is that what he's got planned then? Tsukunami showed up from behind me. Don't read my mind.
図星か
I didn't say anything, I just glared at Tsukunami. How long have you been watching? Can you imagine how different this visual novel would be if it was all from Tsukunami's perspective? I wonder what that'd be like.
最初から。
Oh, bugger. Is it a coincidence that it happened to be Tsukunami of all people, since Tsukunami and Yoshiyuki are the only students here that know that Amakaze is a robot? After the Promiser's closing ceremony, we'll be free. Well, it sounded like Michael Jackson there. I headed out onto the grounds to meet with Amakaze. Everyone in my class was screaming at me to help out, but I didn't have to hang out and help with what they were doing. It's like, screw them. Sorry, everyone, I don't find it hard to leave at all. Because I'm an asshole. I don't care about other people.
人を呼び出しておいて。
Unless they're girls, anyway. Sorry, my classmates wouldn't let me go.
別に言い訳しなくてもいい。
I guess you're right. Okay, let's go.
どこへ行くのだ
We're going to run into that tree over there for no reason. Where do you want to go, Amakaze?
Huh?
I mean, the Christmas party. Where do you want to go first?
みなつは貴様とクリスマスパーティーを見て回るのか？
That was why I asked you to hang out with me after school.
そうだったのか。では荷物持ちでも何でも言いつけるがいい。今日は従者のごとく従うぞ。
I'm not going to make you do that. Where do you want to go?
はあ？だからみなつは
This is a party, so let's have fun.
みなつは桜井に脅迫されて一緒にいるだけだ。我が身はすでに拘束された身。桜井の好きなところへ連れて行くがいい。
This isn't quite the situation I was imagining. Oh well. Okay then, follow me.
うむ。
Amakaze nodded largely. We visited each class for their presentation. I always sing to this music, don't I? They were put together by students after all, so there wasn't anything extraordinarily interesting, but we enjoyed the party atmosphere.
さっきのは傑作だったな。
Amakaze laughed happily. She was simply laughing at one of the male student waiters falling down in their cafe. We were simply enjoying the crowd. Are you having fun?
どれも大したことはない。
Amakaze looked away to hide her smile.
みなつを楽しませるにはみな少々役不足のようだ。
Hey, Amakaze,
なんだ？
do you really understand what cutout means?
そんなことはどうでもいいだろう。次行くぞ。
Where are we going?
あらかた見終わったか？
What's your class doing?
は？
Your class, class 2-1. Amakaze was in Yume's class,
そこは行かなくてもいい。
but
それより桜井のクラスの出し物が見たい。何をやっているんだ？
my class made a haunted house.
お化け屋敷？
She echoed me with a surprised look on her face. Didn't she see what we were preparing? Oh my god, are we actually gonna get to see it this time? Like, properly, while it's actually in business? Haunted house is where you walk through dark rooms filled with monsters and ghosts, which has been around in Japan for a long time. Such ideas for haunted houses have been around in the world for a long time as well, you know. I tried to explain to Amakaze about a haunted house as simply as possible. Now that I think about it, what was the original? Who was the first person to think, let's make a haunted house for like people to go through and be all scared? I wonder who the first person to do that was, and where. As I did so, I realized how surprisingly difficult it was to explain a common definition.
お化けはどうやって捕獲したのだ？
That is weird when you really think about it. There's some things where, in your mind, you're just like, oh, it's simple. Then you explain to someone who doesn't know about it, and then you're like, shit, it's difficult to actually explain. They're all characters. It's people in costumes.
なんだ、偽物か。
Don't call them fakes, they are before me.
ちょっとね。
Although ghosts aren't really that hard to explain, surely. It's like, well, when a person dies, like a transparent version of themselves appears and leaves their body and wanders around and all that. It's creepy, and they dress like that, and actually scratch that. They probably just got freaking like covers over them, just white with black holes. Just like, that's not how ghosts would look like. Know what I always find weird about ghosts is they keep their clothes. Really, when you think about it, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, spooky ghost, he's wearing the clothes he died in. It's like, yeah, but his clothes, how has he still got them? Because he died in them. No, it doesn't make sense. His clothes also die, even though it's not even a living thing. Ah, ah, ah. Shit, you got a point. Also, only girls are allowed into the room. Guys have to be with girls to go in. Supposedly, that's the rule. Officially, that's because girls get scared more. However, everyone knew the truth about that rule. Behind that rule. Do you get it?
ああ、要するにホーンテッドハウスってことだろ。
Why did she know what a haunted mansion was, but not a haunted house?
面白そうだ。それ行こ
Are you okay? I mean, with ghosts and stuff.
う。バカにするな。港はこう見えても最新鋭、最高水準を誇る技術の結晶だぞ。
I ain't afraid of no
お化けなんて
ghost.
怖いものか。それにそれらはみんな作り物なのだろ。ハリボテだったりシーツだったり桜井のクラスメートだったりするわけだ。
Honestly, if I went to a haunted house, it'd have to, in this day and age, it'd have to have some pretty legit creepy shit. I mean, I've played a free and Project Zero game so many times, I've like gotten used to having ghosts right up in my face. I just like, ugh. It's just like, you startled me. It's not like, whoa, you made me crap myself. Whoa, startled. Well, that's true.
ならば何を臆することがあるというのだ。行くぞ。
Then
3
again,
年組の出し物はこちらだったよな。
real life's very different, really. Like, someone could just creep up on you and just go, ah, and then you'd be like, ah, fuck, you son of a bitch. Hey, wait. I'm in class free. We came to the haunted house and sang a silly song. That was the longest welcome ever. Akane pretended to be a ghost by speaking in a spooky way. That's not spooky at all. Hi.
よしゆきくん、どの面下げて戻ってきたのよ。
What the hell? Hey, it's not mandatory two of us as guests, okay?
頼むぞ、花咲。道行きではカップルは手をおつなぎください。
Why?
夜ですから。
Oh man, Amakaze, are you ready?
まあ、港は別に漂白されてここにいる身。逆らうことはできん。
I held Amakaze's right hand hesitantly. Her hand was soft just like a human hand.
では2名様真珠道行ご案内。
Seriously, man, what the hell? The black curtain at the entrance opened silently. Amakaza and I went in. As I expected, the haunted house was rather cheap. I'm impressed that they got this much done in such a short period of time. However, it isn't that scary. The special effects makeup Tsukunami brought was high quality, but it was standing out by itself. I didn't think even children would get scared, let alone an innovative robot like Amakaze. She's probably gonna be scared, isn't it? Just so that it happens all the time when he says something, he's like, sure they wouldn't be thinking of that, and then they actually think that right after it. Well, I thought that I noticed Amakaze's hand was getting sweaty in mine. It sounds weird for a robot to be sweaty, but she was high performance enough that she was capable of sweating. Amakaze was trembling. You aren't cold, are you? How does a robot get cold? Warm air from a heater rubbed our cheeks. She walked into this very room as it is right now, though, before, without even really thinking, this is creepy. Amakaza was chanting quietly. When I looked closer, her eyes were watery. Let's go.
ゆっくり歩いてくれよ。
Amakaza held my hand tightly, and then held onto my left arm. You aren't scared, are you? Let's go.
怖くないよな。怖くないよな。
As I felt Amakaze's weight on my left arm, I walked staggeringly. Whenever something happens, this high-performance robot...
恨みまするぞ。
And...
ガー
And...
一枚どころか全然足りない。助け。
And...
首が飛んでも動いてみせろ
So over the top. She screams. That scared the other female guests, which encouraged the ghosts and monsters. Unexpectedly, she ended up helping to set the mood. Out of all those characters, I thought that, I freaking forgot her name. What was her name again? Anzu, yeah. I think she had the more fitting one, because she actually, dressed for the occasion. She wasn't in her normal clothes. She looked more like one of those kind of, I don't know. It actually looked like she was some kind of ghost, just like, hey there, guys. Don't worry, we're almost to the exit. At the next moment after I muttered, a slab of konjac has descended on a string in front of me. It happened so quickly I instinctively dodged to my right. Amakaze was on my left arm, therefore the konjac touched her forehead. Amakaze screamed her head off and then collapsed. Hey, Amakaze. Hey, do I smell smoke? It was too dark, so I couldn't really see well, but the smoke was coming from Amakaze's ears. This isn't good. I put the unconscious Amakaze on my back and then ran for the exit. Luckily, the smoke was only temporary and it stopped right away. After I made sure there was nobody around us, I sat on a bench and let Amakaze lay on me. She was sleeping on my lap. Isn't that just adorable? It might be most guys' dream to sleep on a girl's lap, but I never thought I'd be the one giving a girl mine. Amakaze slept soundly on my lap. How carefree of her. After a while, Amakaze finally woke up.
あれ
Good morning.
港はそうか
You could have totally trolled her, just put on a creepy mask, and then she wakes up and that's the first thing she sees. Goes right back, like, ah! I guess Amakaze instantly realized that she passed out in the haunted house. I never thought you'd pass out.
港ともあろうものが屈辱だ
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
しかしまさかあそこまで恐怖を演出しているとは想像が及ばなかった
It wasn't that creepy. I could pretty much do the equivalent of what they did, just like talk in the kind of creep ways, like, I'm looking for someone. Do you know where they are? And you'd be like, really?
港の乾杯だ
Well, if Amakaze truly thought that, then I wouldn't force her to change her conclusion. But I never heard of a robot being so scared of a ghost. I couldn't help smiling.
何をにやついているんだ
Oh, nothing.
どうせまたろくでもないことを考えていたんだろう。
As she spoke, Amakaza tried to get up. Maybe you should just stay down a bit longer.
何？大丈夫？
Amakaze tried to get up, but I guess she was still feeling dizzy.
あれ？
See, I told you.
どうしたんだ、みなつは。
Smoke was coming out from her until just a few minutes ago. According to the manual, she started smoking when her AI got overloaded, even if she had a sufficient supply of banana mint. It's not serious damage, so she would stop overheating after she rested for a while. Anyway, you should stay lying down for a little longer.
それは脅迫か？
Yeah, it is.
それなら仕方ないな。
Weird way of putting it. Amakaze was unexpectedly obedient.
なあ、桜井。
Amakaze asked me while lying down.
貴様、一体何が目的なのだ？
My goal?
そうだ。普通、人間がする脅迫というものは、陰湿で姑息で、無礼極まりないものだと聞いている。だが、これでは桜井は、みなつと遊んでいるだけではないか。一体、この行動には、どんな裏があるというのだ？
There is none. There is none.
ない？
Nope, I just want to have fun with you today.
うん？
It's the Christmas party after all. I wanted to hang out with a girl, and that's why I asked you.
それでは、まるで、デート。
Yeah, I wanted to go on a date with you.
デート。しかし、それでは脅迫とは。
It does seem weird, doesn't it? You just you got a date by threatening her. That's a lovely way of putting it. I restrained you and took away some of your precious time. I had so much fun today, thank you, Amakaze. I still do not pause in any way when I talk. Amakaze looked away while blushing.
別に、みなつは貴様の脅迫に従ったまでだ。桜井に感謝される言われなど。
Whoops. After she muttered, Amakaze became silent. When I looked at the school ground, the fun noise was still going. Amakaze raised her voice while still looking up at the sky and lying on my lap. What is it?
雪だ。雪が降ってきた。
Eh? When I looked up, I saw powdered snow fluttering. I thought I was there the whole time. A white Christmas. Amakaze and I watched the falling snow for a while. That's the second one we've seen this year. How many times are we gonna see Christmas Eve? I mean, we don't see Christmas Day because they don't give a shit about it, it seems. We'll see Christmas Eve multiple times throughout this year. Well, not really. Well, in a way, I guess. Maybe 4 including real Christmas Eve, but at this rate. Match fruit party content. In comes the guitar. What the hell is the instrument in the background? It's like woo 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 woo. Seriously, I don't know what the hell that is. Is it like, I don't know. Maybe it's like a piano kind of thing, I don't know. We're going skiing this route, and I slapped myself in the face to shut the fuck up. That actually hurts, you know. I don't know why I do that. Well, I do. It's because whenever I ramble on, I just like, shut up. That's where we shall go, the skiing trip route. Also noticed the last character to appear on that was Otone. I wonder if there's any significance for her route when we get to it. The winter holiday. I think I did that in the last one, didn't I? Sing like that as it comes up. I can't remember though.